Baseball news, 6 past the top of the hour now, and Anthony Rizzo is retiring from baseball. Here's the best part: as a Chicago Cub, and is returning to the team organization.
Yeah, so Rizzo played 10 of his 14 years with the Cubs, fan favorite, team leader of the 2016 World Series championship team. He played his last game last season with the Yankees. The Cubs will welcome Rizzo back to Wrigley Field this Saturday at 1:20 in that game against Tampa Bay. Get there early, though. He's going to throw out the first pitch during special on-field events that'll start at 12:30.
And he's now going to join the Cubs as a team ambassador alongside other Cub legends, including Andre Dawson and Billy Williams. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah,
Man, us decoders, we need a freaking raise, man. How about something, So, here's another story, and I'm just going to show you how it's connecting to all this other drama going on. Okay, so Anthony Rizzo, you heard, will retire as a Chicago Cub. I don't even remember him going to any other teams. That's how much I follow baseball, right? I just try to stick to the decoding. But I remember he was kind of like a slugger. So he's retiring as a Chicago Cub. I guess he finishes off as a member of the Yankees. Now he was drafted by the Boston Red Sox in the 6th round of the 2007 MLB draft out of high school. He played in the Red Sox system before being traded to the Padres in 2010. As I mentioned, then he became a star with the Chicago Cubs. All right, so traded to the Padres in 2010, then later traded to the Cubs in 2012, and he became a star, right? So I'm actually going to... I believe he played first base. Let me see here. Anthony Rizzo. Position? Oh, yeah, first baseman. Okay, so this is a first baseman, now retired, and he's going to become an ambassador. Like, what the... You know what? That's interesting, because when you look at the title, you see the title right there? Ambassador. That kind of makes me think of assassinate with the Charlie Kirk assassination, doesn't it? Look at that word. Assassination. You see that right there? So Charlie Kirk, who gets assassinated, right? Even Anthony, you get the A. You even get the A with Anthony. A with ambassador. But look at that. Ambassador. Assassinate. You see that? You even get the ASS in there. Right? Look at that. Because assassinate, ASSASSINATE. So look at... This stuff really be with the language. Okay? This stuff really be with the language. So I guess that's enough of me kind of babbling. Let's get into it. So he retires, and he's going to retire as a Cub or whatever. But he finishes his final seasons with the New York Yankees. I am speaking right now, and it is the 9/11 anniversary, okay? The 9/11 anniversary. Of course, you're going to get a connection with New York because, that's where 9/11, where the planes hit the towers, right? 24 years ago. So this New York Yankee retires. This is all symbolism, okay? Everything is symbolism. You got to understand. Right? And you see, as I speak, Thursday, September 11th, 2025, we get this New York Yankee retiring. Remember, Ryan Sandberg died back on July 28th. Notice that's a Chicago Cub legend. look, his birthday is right around the corner. I mean, come on, here we go. Right? So this video will be released at, so you're watching this on the 12th if you're catching it right when it gets released. Recording on the 11th. This video is dropping on the 12th. I'm a little bit caught up. But yes, Ryan Sandberg's birthday is in about a week. Okay? And he just died July 28th. So now we get Anthony Rizzo will officially retire as a member of the Chicago Cubs, right before Ryan Sandberg's birthday. And I think the last Chicago Cubs story I did was the death of Ryan Sandberg. So if you didn't know, now you know. Anthony Rizzo, his birthday is 8/8. So we get that Donald Trump energy because you should know by now Trump equals 88. Okay? Trump equals 88. He's obviously connected to this character, Charlie Kirk, who got assassinated. And Anthony Rizzo is even born in 1989. Remember, Queen Elizabeth II, her death date anniversary was just September 8th. And that was also a few days ago. But you get that 8 again as she's dead on the 8th day of September. So again, we need, get us some compensation, man. Like, we put all this stuff together, we decipher the fake news. Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. But if there was only somebody out there, who could employ us for decoding, that's just not going to happen, right? Because you have to be a sellout. You have to be a member of the opposition. And what do I mean by opposition? That is not us, the regular people making these videos. Look at your decoding community. Whoever's put in front of you at the top, thousands of views. They go live, hundreds of people in the live stream. Okay, to me, that's not organic. You understand? That's just my opinion. That's not organic. Okay? I think that I make really good connections. I'm not an entertainer. I would come off as an entertainer more if I was being shoved in front of everybody's face. Not the case. I'll get 20, 30, 40 views, right? It's like barf, okay? And it's not because I don't put together solid connections. It's because I am not a member of the opposition. So anyways, that's just more babbling from me. Even Tupac's death date anniversary is in a couple of days. Tupac, T, Trump, T, Queen Elizabeth II. Look, two, like Tupac. So you see that? It's right there in the slide, okay? And of course, Anthony Rizzo, he helped. He's got the 44 on the jersey. I mean, we may have to get into that in a little bit. Remember, kill equals 44, shooting equals 44 to connect with the Charlie Kirk incident. I hear he was like the white Martin Luther King Jr., and that brings up like a whole nother like decode in the making for real, because Martin Luther King Jr.'s death was all about 4/4. It was even on 4/4. Remember, Beyonce has been connected to a lot of these stories, and everything about her and Jay-Z is 4/4. So even Martin Luther King Jr., King like Queen, Kirk, K, 4 letters like King. Okay, so that probably was just that recycled, but you get the white guy this time. I'm telling you, man, the stuff is a joke, man. Anybody who still thinks the stuff is real, people like to leave comments for me, oh, go get a mental evaluation. Dude, really? You still think the world is real and these stories are legit? I think you need to go get a mental evaluation. Don't tell me I'm wild. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, he's got that 44. I mean, I think I saw that he wore 48 on his jersey at one point too, if I'm not mistaken, and Donald Trump equals 48. And we'll get back to Trump here in a minute with this connection because he won a World Series, did Anthony Rizzo, with the Cubs in 2016. We know about that 16 with Trump. Okay, I mean, the Capitol riot, 1-6. Okay, you see right there, top left? Remember that? Oh, they want to say that it's Trump's fault, right? Eric Trump, that's his birthday. That's Trump's son. This is Usha Vance, his vice president's wife. That's JD Vance's wife. She's got that 1-6 birthday as well. Even Anthony Vincent Rizzo, look at his birthday. 8 plus 8 is 16, man. Donald John Trump, John equals 16 and 61. Let me get a drink of my smoothie. Come on, right? Notice how Charlie Kirk assassinated. I mean, big script. I mean, that's they want us to. You look, I'm not a freaking detective. I see footage. I don't know what's. I don't want any blurs. I want to see it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a baby. You don't got to blur it out. Whatever I saw looked fake. I didn't see it live. I don't know what the hell's going on. Look at his birthday, 6 days before Kamala, 10/14. Trending with Anthony Rizzo retiring. Rizzo spent 10 of his 14 major league seasons with Chicago. Come on, man. Really? Even dead equals 14. Charlie Kirk was a Cubs fan. Notice how he's got. Is that him in the middle with the 14 on the jersey and he's born on the 14th? Another drink of the smoothie. Is that him with the 14? You can see him on the right. But look on the left, Charlie Kirk. He's a Cubs fan, man. He's a freaking Cubs fan. Anthony Rizzo retires as a Chicago Cub. And, ambassador, again, like assassinate. But look, we get this news Saturday. You see that? Officially retire as a Cub on Saturday, 29 days after his birthday. And look at that right there. Anthony equals 29 and 92. The reason why I hesitate there is because, oh shit, excuse me. Okay, I put last Saturday there. That's why I hesitated. I'm like, why does it have that old? Okay, so he will officially retire Saturday. Okay, so I can just go make a correction. I'm glad I caught that, man. When I first put it together, I'm like, that's weird. I saw Saturday and I'm like, why is this news barely hitting like freaking 4 or 5 days later? Okay. Oh, he's going to officially retire on the Tupac death anniversary. Oh, yes. He will officially retire on the Tupac death anniversary, the 13th day of the 9th month, and Tupac Shakur equals 139. That didn't take long, right? Oh, and look at this. He retires not only on the Tupac death anniversary. Look at this, man. 36 days after his birthday, and Anthony Rizzo is age 36, y'all. And he's age 36. Look at that right there. The 36-year-old Rizzo will officially retire as a member of the Chicago Cubs on Saturday, 36 days after his birthday. Look, you can even make that a span, including both dates. So he retires 36 days after his birthday. But if you include his birthday, look at this. 1 month, 6 days. Oh, it's magic. So just scratch that 29. But the 29's still going to hit. But look at how that syncs up with that 1-6 now. I mean, what's up with this language? What's up with the number? Isn't this wild? How come they didn't teach us a little bit more in school? We didn't need to go to art class. Look, that's even the same as a 5-week, 2-day span. President, government, and White House equal 52. I mean, come on, man. President, the government, White House. Come on, bro. Come on, man. So, I mean, it doesn't matter how you run it. Doesn't matter how you run it. Man, it's just absolutely redonkulous, isn't it? Okay, so I mean, let's get close to wrapping this up. Is there any more here? Look, Trump equals 29. Trump equals 29. Anthony 29. Scratch that 29 days. And we just corrected it, and we even landed better, didn't we? We even landed better, didn't we? Notice Republican red with Trump right there. See that? Remember, Rizzo was selected by the Boston Red Sox. Okay? And I guess he traded before. He was just in there, a prospect. Then he was traded to the Padres. Look at that, man. Red Sox, Republican red. Oh, this might be the best connection. So I'm doing research. I find out there's a Rizzo the Rat Muppet character. Look at that. Rizzo the Rat. And we got all of this rat talk going on right now with Young Thug. I don't know about your algorithm. Young Thug a rat. Young Thug a rat. Now Tekashi 6ix9ine's trending. Looks like he might have new music. Remember, he was a rat. This stuff just repeats, man. Cycles, patterns. This stuff is fake. Young Thug. Remember Tupac, Thug Life? Death anniversary on the 13th when Anthony Rizzo officially retires as a Cub. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at that. I mean, God. Isn't that wild? Now Anthony Rizzo retires. You got Rizzo the Rat. Young Thug trending as a rat. Come on, man. Can't say it enough. Isn't that... What's up with that, man? I don't know, man. Do we have any more videos here to play? I don't know. That's just wild. Here, let's see what this lady has to say. Maybe.
Anthony Rizzo is returning to the Chicago Cubs, but it's not in the way that you might think. The Cubs and Rizzo announced today that after 14 years in Major League Baseball and 10 years with the Chicago Cubs, he will retire as a Cub and be honored this weekend at Wrigley Field on Saturday. Formerly number 44, is going to be coming back to the Cubs organization in an ambassador role. So sadly, we won't see him on first base anymore, but he'll still be within the Cubs organization, which is huge news for Cubs fans. In his career, he racked up 4 Gold Gloves, 1 Silver Slugger, over
4 Gold Gloves, number 44.
1,500 hits. The list goes on, but he was also the Cubs captain and helped the team win a World Series in 2016, which ended a 108-year drought. Rizzo posted on Instagram in a statement that he's retiring after 14 years in Major League Baseball.
Retiring after 14 years, remember when Charlie Kirk born on the 14th.
Nothing but gratitude, and I know Cubs fans are going to be really excited to see him on Saturday. Tell us your favorite Rizzo moment in the
wild, man. So what an ambassador is, I mean, come on, let's get the exact definition. Ambassador. Sounds like assassinate. A high-ranking diplomat. What the hell? What is an ambassador of a sports team? The hell? An individual, often a former or current athlete or even a passionate fan who represents the team. What kind of job is that? Is that a job? Promotes its brand values. I mean, come on, man. That's really a role. That's really a role. Give me a break, man. So I know there's going to be more connections. Look, he had 8 home runs in his last season with his 8-8 birthday. Come on, man. Jeez. So who are the Cubs? Let's see. What's their record? Chicago Cubs. So they're playing the Rays right now. Okay, here's that game right here. They say he's going to officially be a Cub or retire as a Cub or whatever. Is he throwing out the first pitch? I don't know. But remember, they said upcoming Saturday that the Tupac death anniversary. Rays? Tampa Bay Rays. Interesting. Ray. Let's click on it. So there's the game right there, 11:20 a.m. There's probably some stuff right here that I'm just like missing. But yeah. So I think we kind of covered all the basics here, all the usual suspects trending. You get that Ryan Sandberg connection. We brought up Tupac, Queen Elizabeth II, Donald Trump, Charlie Kirk, Martin Luther King Jr., Rizzo the Rat, Young Thug, Usha Vance, Eric Trump. Oh, brothers and sisters. Did we leave anybody out? 9/11. Anthony Rizzo will retire as a Chicago Cub and become a team ambassador in a fake world on the world stage. I'll see y'all on the next decode. Peace.